what's up everybody, welcome to Speed Junkies. I'm going to do a quick how-to video on replacing your factory front door speakers on a Honda Element. My speakers they're not bad, but they are 50-watt speakers that really they start to have like a humming sound or a blurry sound when you put them on real loud. So I got this 6.5-inch kicker. So this just kind of pulls off. If I can get a hold of that. There's 3 screws here. Little clips right here on the sides of it. They're going to come off. Quick trick on reusing this wires here. What you do is, the way to get this off, get a small flathead, flip this guy, there's a little clip right there, and then this bottom piece right here will release the actual wires itself. So what you do is stick it in here, top like that, pop that off. These wires now, all you gotta do in here, I'll show you guys a close-up of this later, you just push this out. Kind of grab one of the wires to put some tension on one of them, one of course you're releasing. Got that one. And then now with these guys right here, is grab one of these, and for these little clamps to fit in that speaker, what you're going to do is just put some pressure on this and bend that opening a little closed. And same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Don't be afraid if you do close them too much. You can always go back with that small flathead from earlier and go in there and make it a little bigger if you do. My aftermarket speaker, put that on there, should slide in and stay, and make sure it does stay, so pull on it a little bit, not too hard, just to make sure you know that it's staying in there. Same thing with this one, so then we're good to go. Now all we got to do is mount it. So what I have found is that there's these 3 extra holes right here that they have besides those big 3 holes on the body or on the panel, and I'm able to line it up with 2 of the holes. Well, it looks like actually it will line up with 3 of them here because my speaker has more than 4 holes. It has like 6 holes. All right, so that's the original hole right there. That's the original hole that the OEM speaker fits into. Well, there's these little holes right here that's what I'm going to line up my new speaker to, and then I'm going to get these original mounting screws, which are pretty big. You'll be able to line them up with these guys here, and with the drill or a screwdriver you can screw them in there and they'll hold themselves nice and tight in there. I'm just going to extend it out like that just to make it easier. Now all you got to do is put your original cover back on, and that guy just goes straight in there, just like how you removed it. Pop that back on. That's the original clip right there that the OEM speaker would plug into. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up of how I took that apart. First thing I'm going to do is get this guy, push that out, then I'm going to go in here. You want to get this little flap which will get the wires themselves, that's what locks in the wires. So you get that right in between there. Right there's an opening. And you pry that open just like that. Then you're going to flip it. Now if you can see it's right there. Little guy, you would just move him over back like that. Just enough. While you're pulling on one of the wires, the wire that's coinciding with this one. And that will pop the wire loose. Same thing with this side. Pop it loose. And that's pretty much it with this guy. And that will enable you to, if later on you want to put back the original speakers, you can easily do that. So keep that, and what I do is just put that back together. So what I'm going to do is put it back together, clip that like that, push it, push that guy in there. And my original speaker is still good, so if I ever change my mind in the future and I want to, let's say, sell the car and I want to get my brand new kickers out of there, I can just easily put this, install this back together like this, wrap this up, and put it in a box. So for the sake of showing you guys, personally I'm not going to be replacing the subwoofer at this time either, but it's very easy to remove this panel. What you do is you just click this guy right here. Right there in the middle, you'll see there little separation. Just click that in, bam, and that will release it. Now all you got to do is push it out, and that's it. Now when you're reinstalling this, if you look at it right here, how it is, just separate it right there, like that. Push back in so it really goes inwards, and push it to where it comes out like that. And then you reinstall it, you put it in that hole, and then you press that, and that will make it, and then you press it flush like that, and that will make it hold itself in that hole again. There's another one on the other side of this panel, and then all you got to do is just pry this off. There's just a bunch of clips here, and that will remove this panel. Could replace it, and if you do, I would get a little amplifier for it. If you do go with an aftermarket one, something that's stronger. I don't know exactly what they make in 6.5, and there's probably room somewhere in the back there. You could probably install it if you really wanted to. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I hope you guys learned how to replace these speakers. They're real simple. And like and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other videos. I am building a pretty extreme drag car, and here's a quick shot of it. There it is, forward-facing turbo setup. If you guys are into Hondas, this is a 88 CRX, full roll cage. Until next time, peace.